What's up, guys? Good morning. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I got a little tired yesterday. It was a little hard time getting up this morning. Um, I didn't really hear my alarm, so you'll have to excuse me. Okay. Wow, this is weird. This is what I'm talking about. Um, Maybe I should move it to the left side so you guys can see the comments. But usually I have to physically make the uh, I had to physically turn on the video. That's hilarious. So I may, I got to get to work, so I haven't washed my face or anything. I quickly brushed my teeth, and let's get right down to it, guys. We got some upgrades, downgrades. We'll cover real quick. The overall market for now is up. AMD, Palantir, all pretty much big cap tech names are up right now. Um, So I thank you guys for joining me this morning. All right. My goal here is to be able to help us find opportunity. You guys help me find opportunity, and we all make some money together. All right. This is, let's see, let me exit out of this. All right. So here we go. So here for starters, okay, Levi Strauss, they had earnings yesterday. Um, it's up 12%. I mean, I posted something yesterday. I don't know if I posted what I read, but what I read played right into this. Just denim is on fire right now with with style. I guess I don't think it is. It's just my personal opinion. But anyway, we have BlackBerry that's up 5.7% off the Canadian company reported. It's not on here, but Palantir also. All right, guys, get your pen and papers ready. Man, let's see if this gap up holds. I want to see if this gap up is going to hold. I'm not. I'm honestly not sure if it's going to. It could. It could. No, it's not going to. I don't know if it's going to. You gotta hold above, like on the SPY 521.50, but Palantir, um, they're having some type of partnership, so Palantir is going to be on the list. All right. All right. So, all right. Yes, Palantir. I'm going to write this down. And I thought about, look, so we got long Palantir here. We took this long on Palantir back here. For anybody that's new here, I got out of this really early because I could not, I couldn't sit in that trade because it was just so slow. It was like watching paint dry, and I felt like I was going crazy. All right. But at the end of the day, we entered those at 15 cents. And at the end of the day, they were at 29-cent bid, 30-cent ask. Really nice gain. So, yeah. And if you guys have tickers, throw them in the chat as well. Like, that's our job. We're here to work together and, make some money. And find opportunity because it helps when you have, a community that's watching the markets, each sector, and you can kind of work with one another to say, hey, I got 2-3 times the volume than normal here, on J.P. Morgan or Goldman Sachs, right? Um, so yeah, let's see. We have initial jobless claims. You have a lot of Fed that is going to be speaking today as well. But anyway, let's get back to the news real quick. BlackBerry is up after the Canadian company reported a surprise profit. I need to grab my coffee. I feel like today and tomorrow are going to be a really busy day, and we've worked up a few trades to just get us ready for it too, guys. And no, I don't have my watch on. I'm not saying you guys are saying that. I am, because I just woke up a little bit ago. Not a little bit ago. I got up at like 7 o'clock. It just takes a while to get the stream going. So I got to get up really early to get the stream running and stuff. I am working on a new starting soon and ending. I think you guys will like it. It should be pretty cool. But anyway, BlackBerry is up. Tesla rose 0.8% after the Financial Times reported the EV manufacturer is set to study sites in India for a proposed $2 billion to $3 billion electronic car plant. Paramount had news yesterday. Wall Street Journal reported yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Entertainment conglomerate had entered into an exclusive merger talk with Skydance Media. Disney fell 0.2% after shareholders backed Chief Executive Bob Iger and other company directors, ending a battle for board seats. I think that is all probably a bunch of fishy shit going on there. It's whoever has the most money has the most say, is what it comes down to. You know, they can always own more than retail or, you know, individual people. And half of the other people won't even vote. Reddit rose 0.4%, bouncing off the previous session's near 7% losses, with Bernstein describing the social media platform as an institutional meme stock as it initiated coverage with an underperform rating. So the rose 0.4. I'm still watching Reddit as well. That's another one I want to make sure that I'm writing down. All right, and again, we'll come up with a game plan for both. Wayfair rose 4.4%. Evercore ISI upgraded the Stance online home furnishing retailer to an outperform. Inline saying the risk to reward profile is appealing as the company has implemented cost-cutting measures, reducing downside risk and enhancing potential upside as revenue begins to grow. Wayfair has a nice short squeeze on there, so, you know, not a short squeeze, but a nice short interest. If we see Wayfair and like some other names start to go, Snapchat friend ranking feature adds teen anxiety. All right, so Snapchat might be on the list. Block Square fell 3.4% after Morgan Stanley downgraded the financial service company to an underweight from equal weight, reflecting concerns about sustainability and the company's EBITDA growth and its implications for future revenue expansion. All right, I have an idea for Square or Block. I do. I have an idea for them, and I think it's really needed. I do. I think it's needed. All right, so that's that. Let's go look at Square, Wayfair, Block real quick. All right, so the Qs, we'll go pull up a 15-minute chart here. All right. You know, the Qs pretty nice. Yesterday our leader was the IWM. All right, IWM was our leader. Again, guys, if you guys could hit the like button, subscribe. If you guys have anything that you want me to cover, please throw it in the chat. Throw some tickers in the chat. Whatever you see that's popping off. We were bringing up Palantir, AMD. You know, we'll go over them. Yeah, so that's that. And again, we do appreciate you guys joining us. At least I do. I do. So the IWM, you have this little bit of resistance up here. Possible resistance. All right. Possible resistance there. See if you can retest. All right. Retest this level here. Let's see. And you know what? You still got to get above this prior little double top there. I'm not even going to be trading IWM. So if you're going to be trading the IWM, I would look for 208. I would really look for that 208 level. You may come in with a struggle there. It's a good sign that it's up there, though, because that would allow you to pull back off the level and then try to pull back into this prior small double top here at 207 and hold 207 and try to get through that level. This thing's setting up right now, that you want to pull back in the near term. Um, but then, I still think you could. I still think we could climb a little bit higher. I don't see why we can't. I don't see why we can't. Everyone just thinks the market has to pull back. It doesn't have to do anything. All right, the dollar is what you want to watch. I mean, you want to watch Bitcoin is, you ultimately like want to watch everything, but we can't keep our eyes on everything. And I think Bitcoin right now is going to be consolidating. Um, but keep your eye on DXY. All right, that's a nice little pullback and hold. Now, if you see the dollar start to rip and rally off of this level, now that's concerning. That is concerning. All right, that would be concerning in my eyes. All right, because you have this pennant here that you guys can see. All right, you guys can see this pennant here is just. Now I'm leaving this black line there because it just adds up perfectly. All right, we dipped below it just a little bit, and then you regained it. Nice double top there. So we're going to find out now. Do we try to rally and then can't, and it gets taken back? So, tries to rally and then just falls out of bed because I don't think they want to keep this thing high. Here's the thing. If the Fed or the government, whoever's in control, all right, whoever can actually move this thing, they understand. They understand that this has a big implications for earnings. All right, it has a big, and look, this is rising, so the dollar should be pulling back. All right. You gotta understand when you have the dollar at real high levels and the euro down at low levels, when you convert from other countries, because 80% of the S&P, 75, 65, 75, 80% of their 80% of the S&P does business overseas. 80% of the S&P, it's like 60% of their revenue comes from overseas. Over half of their revenue comes from overseas. So when you convert that back to US dollars and the dollar is up at highs, that's less dollars that the company receives when it converts back from Euro USD. Now when the dollar is down, right, they are able to bring in more dollars. So that's how this game works. So when you hear goofball hillbillies talking about strong dollar, we have a weak dollar, the dollar's gone to trash, the dollar's doing just fine. Stop talking like you know what you're talking about. All right? The dollar's just fine. The dollar knows what it's doing. The dollar knows what it's doing more than you know what you're doing. So, yes. That's that. All right, let's keep it moving. Let me get this out. Wait. Okay, so we went through this. All right, and then, so we went through the markets, right? We went through the IWM. We said, guys, 208. 208 is your level that you're going to look for. Now, what I need to do is do this. I'm going to actually do this. So, IWM. I'm going to say, right now we have 207. But I think 208's our level. See if you can pull back, hold high a day from yesterday. Look to run it up to 208. Like, you know, this level where you're at right now isn't too bad. It's a nice consolidation level here at 207. It's all going to come down to initial jobless claims. It's all going to come down to initial jobless claims. So I wrote down 207 and 208 is resistance, which we know. And then we'll look for this big level there at 205, 204.85. All right, 204.85. This is a really nice setup. And you even have a level down here that you could consider a pullback to, which is your monthly value area low down there at 202. That's another little level that you could bring up. This is why I need to go back and clean my charts up, because they doing way too much right now. All right, and you never really pulled into that level. Like you didn't. You never really pulled into it. So, and what I would do is I would do something like that. Alright, I would do something like that. So if the IWM is going to lead us, whether it's to the upside or to the downside, led us yesterday, why would today be any different? Then that's what we're looking for. We're looking for 208, top side, bottom side. We might get that 202.50, 202.75, 203, okay? IWM. And you also had the 50-day coming in right there as well. So everything is lining up like that's the level she wants to head to. All right. And I would look to be a buyer there personally. All right. Daily moving average. Bang, bang. You can see that's a nice level. All right. Let's go to the SPY. And that's why it's good to look at the other levels. Or the other names, because you'll see that some of them look better than others as far as setups. Alright, let's go to a 15-minute chart. Excuse me. Alright, so you can see the SPY has support here at 519.50. 519.50. Man, this thing looks crazy. 519.50. There's a lot going on here. There is. There's so many lines. Like, seriously, there's so many lines. But you guys notice how the picture's looking a little bit more clearer now that we get some price action. Alright, so the SPY. So what I'm going to look for is just a few levels here. All right, this level here at 521, 522, and then 519.50. Let me make sure. Whoa, what happened here? Hold on, gang. Coinbase. What? All right, Coinbase is on the list now. All right, Coinbase is now on the list. Fuck, I gotta hurry up and come up with a game plan. All right, so you want to see if we can hold the high a day from yesterday on the SPY. Okay, that's first and foremost. That's the most obvious plan here. But it looks like you want to focus on this double, triple bottom here, which would be at yesterday's close. Yeah, yesterday's close. All right, yesterday's close, and that's down here at 519.50. 519.50. The IWM looks so much better. than the SPY. I got. That's why I need to take off all these lines that I have on this chart here. So 522 could be resistance. We need to get above it and hold it. We need to get above the level that we're at now. It's like 521.50, 522. 522 is where we rejected last time. So I'll write.
Every time someone tells you they vacation in the same place every year, it should really make you wonder. Why?
You know what's funny is the Dow might be leading. Because this level here on the IWM, we weren't there yet on the IWM. What I just showed you. When I said 207 and that 208, this bear flag is the 208 level on the IWM. The SPY is there. If we go to the Qs and the Dow, I wonder if, did the Qs get above it? Did the Dow get above it? The Dow isn't even there. So the Dows are laggard. Alright. The Qs are above it. Let's go. For the most part. For the most part. Alright, for the most part. So we would look for the SPY to get above it. But this is all going to happen right as we come into initial jobless claims. You guys see how I'm analyzing this? And how I know the IWM is not even up there. The SPY was up there, so I'm like, yo, I know the Dow was our lagger, but I know the Qs are kind of leading us. As far as the chart, you could look at it two different ways: a percentage on the day, or on the chart, or on the chart. Now I'm looking at this, and this is from back here. It's not going to give me a date. Monday, whatever day it was. Yeah, Monday. All right, the Qs are already back up past Monday's low. The Dow isn't there. The IWM isn't there. The SPY is still trying to figure out whether it wants to get above that low and hold or not. The Qs made up their mind. All right, as a percentage from yesterday's close, now that's a different story. All right, I'm looking at it as far as a chart.
Initial claims 221,000 above the 213,000 expected. Continuing claims 1.791 million.
All right, on the trade balance, expecting a deficit of around 67 billion, a little bit.
Let's go to the jobless claims. All right, jobless claims, guys.
FTR Effector Therapeutics.
Why is it not refreshing?
Phase 2 Kickstart trial of Tomaravastinib combined with Ambrosilimab.
I want to look at it before I look and see what direction the markets move, if they don't move. So, initial jobless claims 221. The market should go higher off of this. That's a big jump, though. And I was thinking about this morning, that how much did the weather contribute to some of this? Like, I was trying to think of, like, when the cutoff would be and stuff like that. The storms hit early in the week in the Midwest, so that could have played a role in this. All right, there was a lot of bad weather, so it's not surprising that the weather is contributing to a higher initial jobless claims. Listen, I don't know. It could be. But I know the Midwest got hit first, okay? So Qs aren't really moving. The Qs are not really moving. Imports and exports, 331 for imports versus 324. Exports, 236 versus a last month of 257. Consensus for exports was 258. Came in higher at 263 for exports. Imports, 331 versus a forecast of 326, so came in above. Initial jobless claims came in above 221. I think that's our highest level. I know the last one was 220. All right, 4-week average 214. All right, so we have Barkin, Goolsby, Mester, Musalam, and Kugler. I'm starting to like not know these names. All right, let's do it. Let's go right into some names, guys. So the Qs are above, getting a bounce here. Let's look at the SPY. All right, the SPY is above. All right, so what I would look for is a pullback and a hold of 521.50. That's what I would like to see. All right, that's what I would like to see ultimately. I think we do run into some trouble, guys, on the SPY. Once we start to get like, you start to get up here at 523.
ABUS, Arbutus Biopharma, with a press release now announcing Plank Construction ruling in its ongoing patent infringement lawsuit against Moderna, mRNA.
I'm going to be watching 523 on the SPY. All right. You know what? The Qs may break out to a new high. This is why I wanted to go to the Qs. This is why I wanted to. Yesterday, I literally got long the Qs and then took them off. I wrote down how much they were. I paid 47 cents. That's with commissions and everything. So I wrote down 46, 47, 48 cents. It may have been 49 to 50, depending on what broker you had. Okay. But for me, 47 in total. You know, and I think the Qs have a nice shot to get up to 447. All right, 447. You guys are hearing me say it now. QQQ, do we get a 447 rejection? All right, that doesn't mean, you know, you got to also take into account pullbacks, okay? Take into account the pullbacks that we could get, you know, maybe we pull back into the 20-day again or yesterday's high. We very well could. All right, we very well could. If we pull back into yesterday's high, I will take a long. If you pull back into 444, I will get long. I promise. All right. So I'm going to write that down now. Now the SPY is the one that I would get short. I want to be long the Qs because, in my opinion, on the day, the Qs are leading us to the upside. As far as a percentage, you could look at the IWM, but as far as the chart, the Qs. All right. Again, I relate this back to this bear flag here, where the IWM isn't even there, or wasn't there. All right. The Qs are already there, going through it, made it support. Now looking to get up to that 445. So, you know, and you got to watch out for 445. You got to watch out for that level there. But I still think, in my honest opinion, everyone, I still think we have more room to go. All right, so I'm looking for, why did I write down 444? Oh, for the long. That's right. That's right. All right, 444 long. 444. Yeah, 444 long. And then we'll say, what is that? 447. All right, let's go into it, man. Let's get right into it. Let's go to Tesla. I knew it. We should have kept them calls on, man. I knew it. I took them and I started to act like a little bitch. I started to act like a little bitch on that. Shit. All right, so Coinbase secures restricted. Palantir partners with Oracle on a cloud and AI for enterprises, government entities stock up. So you guys see that. Coinbase secures restricted dealer license. These are all things we want to trade. I had a feeling that Thursday and Friday were going to be bangers of a day. All right, so let's look at the daily chart on Tesla. All right. Tesla's got a nice gap up there to the 20-day moving average, and that closed from what's today? Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So Mondays, did we get short Monday? I don't know if we did or not. We may have. I feel like I got short Tesla, or I just missed it. I feel like I just missed it or something like that. All right. So we'll look for that 20-day to pull back into this area, as if we can get a bounce.
He diagnosed the situation. He is as good an executive as you could. You could not buy, beg, or borrow him. The fact that he said
Let's see if it struggles at 170. I don't know if it will. I think we can get above it. This 170 level for Tesla. Okay. 170 level for Tesla. All right, we're just above it now. So if we can maintain that, I would look for a long on 170, but you got to worry about the 20-day moving average and everything that is the green box. Okay. And look for Mondays. You could look for Monday's close also. Monday's low, Monday's close for resistance. Okay. You have a nice gap fill here. Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Look for that close up there. Nice resistance level up there at 175, 176. I think we took the long on Tesla this week. I'll have to go back through all my trades and look. You know, Tesla could probably get back to 174, guys. I think it can get back to 174. I do. I don't think it should have an issue there. That's what I would look for, is a, you know, a bounce back and a possible. This setup is just, it's not good looking. It's not good looking. That's what I would look for, though. I would look for that 175, 174 rejection on Tesla. All right, or the long. Or the long. All right, that's the only way I would play Tesla today. Is to look for a long. You are trying to reject 170. I thought we were above it, and I think we still are above it. I have to hurry up, guys. Is there even anybody here? Is there anybody here? If there's anybody here, could you let me know in the chat and let me know what you'd like to talk about or see? All right, because I want to get my watch list on. If there's nobody here, I'm not gonna mess around and like see, you know. No, we don't. Okay. All right, day after day. All right, so 172 could be a minor rejection, and then you would look for 170B support. Yeah, Tesla would have to be a 170 to a 174 long. All right, 170 to a 174 long. Or if you can get a pullback on Tesla to 168, you could also look for that. Look for that pullback to 168, 167. All right, that's Tesla. I probably won't be playing Tesla. I just think Tesla in the near term is probably done. So you could look for a sell-off at the bell. All right, you could look for a sell-off at the bell, like just a slight pullback on it, and look for the long. That's what I would look for. I would look for something like this, right? A pullback to like 168, or prior day's high. Tuesday's high. You know, so if you rip off the bell, if Tesla rips off the bell, then that would be an awesome short, in my opinion, or to catch the pullback. If it rips off the bell, then I would look for a pullback. That's what I would look for. All right. AMD yesterday was at rejection points. AMD was at a rejection point yesterday. Looks like it's trying to break through that area right now. You can see it's just sitting here and consolidating. You know, I would look for the 183 long. If you break through it, look for that long, and then you would want to look for, which I think, you know, honestly, you got to look for yesterday's high and that 50-day moving average. Okay, you got to look for that.
Shares of Mega Matrix MPU trading
I actually am really thinking about.
25 cents.
Man, that sucks because that's not going to be good for the overall markets. It's really not.
White Diamond Research saying this sells the stock.
Before, and I was going to ask you, you've been on this broadcast a lot talking over the years about the regulatory issues around Google. I think you talked about Expedia, for example, which has been challenged by what you think is a monopoly.
We held 180 yesterday.
I think there's a monopoly. Google is a monopoly.
More than that. I mean, so my question to you, though, is as you look at Apple now, and you see the DOJ...
I don't know, man. I think AMD.
How do you feel about that? Given the App Store and all the things that you know about that, is that different or not?
I think what
AMD needs a pullback in a major way. In a major way. All right. I don't know if there's any news or anything on it.
I don't know if any of you saw it the other day. It was an April Fool's Day thing which had videos of Trump.
Micron went long yesterday. I told you guys for 3 days that we were looking to go long Micron. We've been just giving out A plus trades here. A plus trades.
What do you know? How do you know
A new positivity toward tech sector. Stock pointing 0.7 nearly higher Thursday.
to
Let's see here. What do we have?
take someone's persona and manufacture something that is not them? So you've got to deal with that now. You've got to
I'm trying to look and see here.
do you believe you could always
Why does it say SoFi?
Princess of Wales.
Okay, shares of payment company block slipped. Micron rose 0.9% ahead of open. All right.
Do you think these guys will totally different? And you don't think they can self-regulate themselves? You know Sam Altman very well, but you've also been on the other side.
I think SoFi is going to pull back, unfortunately.
Have to happen. One, you have to race to have legislation that lets, of course, it birth and grow, but is also reasonably protective. The second thing you have to do is you have
Why is SoFi up? Like, look at all that volume yesterday.
in terms of
It had a ton of volume yesterday. That's wild.
fair use, which allow you to take things from and snip and do whatever.
That is wild.
That you can sweep up, for instance, all of Expedia's content and use it that it took us billions of dollars to create is nuts. You have to redefine it and say it is illegal.
I think I like the long today on Microsoft. There may or may needs to prioritize security over feature development. CSA. CISA.
It's funny because when Satya was out,
Watch this level here at 423 on Microsoft.
he said,
Look, it's already rising right now.
find new ways
It's doing it right now. I just told you.
looking for a Section 230 for AI, where, let them grow, let them
All right,
flourish, don't blame them
423.
for anything.
423. It's got a little ways to go. I would expect to finally get up to that 426 level. It's just my opinion.
Absolutely, we should pay for your content.
All right. So that's that. I'll go back over it 1 second. That's a 423. A 423 long.
Announcing marketing partnership featuring Commodity, VT,
423 long. I would wait for the pullbacks.
Experience.com. That's
Okay, off the open. Wait for the pullback off the open.
Everybody who's in this now is saying that that they want to define fair use to me. They can take it,
For
and it's wrong. It should be changed. I mean, it should be done with.
I got a question, not a political question about former President Trump, but actually a business question about Truth Social. You've seen the stock on the move.
he's such an idiot. He talks. He gets so. What's his name on CNBC?
GameStop. That's what I think is going on here.
And it's ridiculous.
Do you
The company
think,
has no revenue.
but do you think it could ever be a bigger business? You think if he wins the presidency, it becomes
Why?
I'm
Why
asking.
would it be bigger? Look, he's only interesting now because he's out there entertaining the folks. I hope if he does get elected, he just plays golf for 4 years. But
No, that's stupid. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard. Fucking CNBC, man. They're fucking losing it. Alright, so I would watch and be careful. Alright? If you need a pullback on Microsoft, guys. You need a pullback. Like off the bell. Watch for the pullback off of 425 to see if you can take that long off of 423. Okay. And you would look, honestly, I think you're going to have some trouble. But 423 to 426, very doable. Very doable. Alright. Let's go to Coinbase. It has news too. So, 423. I want to go look at Coinbase real quick. Is there anybody here? Just wondering. Because then I can just do what I gotta do real quick. If there is anyone here, if you could, hit the like button, subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and then I don't have to say anything about subscribing and all that fun stuff. So, Coinbase. Let's see how this news is. Obviously, time and sales.
22 and a half, or 3 and a quarter. The craziness that we have all entered out of this process, this COVID process, where you just couldn't be with each other. But once it was over,
259, 259.60. So, all right. So this is some positive news here.
well, we did an employee survey, and our employees really would like the flexibility. I said, yes, sure. You ask an employee, what do they want? They want
S&P futures now popping to the highs, 52.97.75.
We know. We know.
the idea.
We know. Because, you know.
Various of our companies, literally, I cannot keep track of it. Some is 50-50. So I said, well, how do you do 50-50? Is it 2.5 days? How's the half? I mean, it's kind of absurd. Others are 3 and 2. Some are 1 week a month. Some are coming in Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's madness. Which is what is going to lead to, I think, sensibly, not necessarily a 4-day work week, but 4 days in the office, and Fridays you can work from home or work at your own schedule. And I think that is going to be the sensible evolution of all this, but it has to be standardized. You can't
I gotta be honest.
1,000 different
I gotta be honest.
because how do you
I think Coinbase is going to pull back off the bell. Could pull back off the bell. Let me look at Bitcoin real quick and make sure I'm doing my due diligence here.
If you're an hourly worker, you can't. And it must just seem like, are you kidding me? This is what they're talking about.
project? What if you need to get something done?
All right.
Well, you can't look if you have to talk. People have to work 5 days. You have to talk to anyone else. You cannot work from home. If your work involves anything other than sitting and staring at a screen or talking to a customer on customer service, which doesn't involve anybody else.
All right. So what I would like to do for Coinbase is look to see if we can try to get like a 255 entry. Let's see. Coinbase gets restricted license in Canada. Coinbase has been granted registration license in Canada, allowing it to expand abroad. As it faces regulatory crackdown in its U.S. home market, CNBC reports company CNBC has been registered in Ontario as restricted dealer under the Canadian Securities Administration, which means it meets the Canadian regulators' requirements for crypto assets dealings and can operate legally in the country. Okay. All right. So, question is what does that mean? What does that mean for, you know, okay, so look here. You have also Oppenheimer raises Coinbase's, Coinbase Global has an average rating of a hold and price targets range from 80 to 350. That's hold IQ. Oppenheimer raises Coinbase Global's price target from 276 to 276 from 200. So, pretty much where it's at. AXTI.
that probably 4 days.
AXTI.
Look, it is just right now, it really is chaos in these companies.
Right.
You have so many.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna look for, guys, on Coinbase. All right, that's what I'm looking for. I need a pullback to 256.
Different plans.
I would like a pullback to 256, 250. I don't think you'll get 250.
Right. Anyway, before we let you go, I wanted to ask you about this deal. You sold what I think is one of the great iconic
256.
brands in life.
We did not sell it
To Josh Kushner and Carly Kloss. You did not sell. I know you still have a piece of it.
Well, what we did is we licensed it because while we do a lot with Life magazine in terms of the archives, we don't publish Life magazine any longer. Josh came, and he made a passionate argument as to
NVDA, NVIDIA,
why Life magazine could be
the
reborn.
highs now,
And if he
904.65,
wanted to take
November Victor,
responsibility
Delta
for doing it,
Alpha.
I said, that's fantastic.
256.
Anybody's passion that's got a brain, and he's got more than a brain.
They're doing this with a whole bunch of magazines now.
Yeah. Well, not a whole bunch, but
Sports
whatever.
Illustrated licensed.
Do you think that the magazine business has any kind of future? Or they have to-
Yes, we are the largest.
I know you do. That's why I'm asking the
largest
question.
publisher in this country, both print and online. And yes, of course I do. Now, look, the print business, like all other things, is evolving. It's like, is there going to be a cable business?
Why was I saying 256?
I say yes. But will it be less
Why in the
business?
hell was I saying 256?
Print magazines
TSLA,
aren't
Tesla
gonna go
begins
away,
producing
but they're
right-hand
always
drive
going to
cars
be
in
less
Germany for
important.
export to India. That from Reuters.
All right, Tesla got some news again.
EVs from Germany
Let's
to
go.
India later this year.
255.
Standing Lima Alpha TSLA.
To better homes.
255.
I don't know. You want me to promote all our titles, but
250.
yeah, for sure. Magazines,
Long on Coinbase.
like many other things, decline. But if you manage it correctly, it doesn't go away. It's like my argument about these movie companies, the legacy companies. If you manage them, they'll be okay. They just aren't going to be able to compete with tech overlords.
To go to doctor's offices, a paging population, you need a magazine.
Shares of Tesla, the highs now 170.37, up about $2. In the pre-market TSLA.
This an exclusive interview coming up in just a little bit. Disney CEO
All right.
Bob Iger's going to be with the gang, Mr. Faber and others.
So that's Coinbase. Okay, that's Coinbase.
As we make our way towards the opening bell on Wall Street.
Let's go, guys. I'm ready to fucking kill it today.
And now the Dow futures
I'm ready to fucking kill it.
back up 170, S&P 35.
255, 256. Okay.
Trade is now part of Schwab,
Um,
bringing you an elevated experience tailor-made for trader minds.
255 to 250. Okay.
Deeper within
That support level is where I want to look to get long Coinbase. I think 255 would be a really nice area. So off the bell, I would like to see if we can get that pullback. Listen, the thing is, all right, we don't. The other part to this is you don't want to take back that entire move. Okay, so we need to find the buy entry for Coinbase, and where would that be? Right, like maybe, 259. I think it needs a pullback though. I really do. All right, and there's the pullback now. Like I said, 258. 258 to 257. We look for the long. Let me let my cat out. The mic wasn't on. I had to let my cat out. Fuck. I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee as well here in a minute. Not make it, but it's already made. It's got to pour it. So, 255. I want to look for a pullback into 255. All right. Coinbase, you gotta watch because you have some really nice volume here. You know, I don't know how to perceive to take this. You know, what does this mean? How does this get them anywhere? Like, here we go, bullish, bullish, bullish. I'm a bull, I'm a bull. Why? Why? What does it mean? You know? Downtrend break here. Bro, if that's all you use, oh my god, these people are in for a hurting. You know, he's not wrong. This should also help out MSTR with IWM. Oh, rally.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Let's get to Don Chu. Some more pre-market. I saw you earlier, Don. Pre-market movers.
Yeah, we got some earnings headliners, so we've got some fresh data for you. A couple of those headliners so far this morning to kind of get you caught up on. We'll start here with Conagra Brands, the food processors, up just about 4.5%.
So Palantir, Oracle.
This is the company behind brands like Bird's Eye Frozen Veggies, Hunt's Ketchup, Duncan Hines Cake Mix, others reporting better than expected revenues on what appear to be better than expected profits. There's some still.
So if you guys don't know, we were already long Palantir. It was I think it was either Monday or Tuesday. It was Tuesday or Monday. That trade by the end of the day was up 100%. Right now, I don't even want to look at it. It's probably up 200 to 300%. One of those trades I should have just left on. I actually wouldn't mind looking to see where it's at because it's probably a few dollars in the money. All right, so anyway, let's go back to. I mean, that's not too bad, man. If we get a pullback here, I think the pullback area should be, in my opinion, and that's also lined up with VWAP.
LYX and ISPO.
Is that true?
Like exclusive announcing partnership with Inspirato. That's Foxtrot and the Yankees.
I'm going to see what happens right here. Okay. I'm going to put a dotted line there. And I'm going to go with this area for the pullback. You know, I would like to get 255. You might not, though. You might not. Palantir. Palantir. Sick move. Sick move here. I really don't even want to look. Look, these things are in the money. Oh my god. Looks like they were down. Yeah. So here's the thing. The reason why they're 20 some cents. So I took the 23 calls, 15 cents. At the end of the day, they were 30 cents. So Palantir right now is at 23.78. 80, 23.80 pretty much. All right. So with me paying 15 cents, right? I had from 23, I would have right now 78, 68. Let's just say I'll do I would have had like 61 cents. I would have 61 cents of intrinsic value or extrinsic value or intrinsic. When I always get the two, I get the two mixed up. So if you were still holding those calls right now, you would have 60 times 100. You'd have like $60. Right? You'd have $60. A profit of $60 now. Now, mind you, you still have today. You still have tomorrow. This thing could get back up to the 20-day moving average. This thing could be at $24.50 by tomorrow. That's $1.50. And that would have been a 15-cent trade you know, if you do get to the 20-day moving average, if you do get up here to this bear flag that I've been mentioning all morning, that 24.40, right? Then you would have $1.40, $1.50 worth of intrinsic value or extrinsic value, and that would be 140, 150 bucks per contract. But you still have, you know, that's if it's up there and it closes. So as of right now, like these options technically should be more than 60 some cents. What did I say? 62? Just throwing it, not throwing the number out there, obviously, because it's at 80 cents now, minus 15, because that's what we paid for it Monday or Tuesday for those 23 calls, and you're in the money by 80 cents. If you paid 15 cents, you know what I mean? 70, 68. We'll just say 68 or 65. So you still have today, tomorrow, and you're in the money by 65 cents. That's 65. So these things should open up by at least $1. At least $1. Sick trade, bro. Sick trade. Like, I don't think people understand what it is that we're doing over here. I really don't. You know, I really don't. I felt real good about that trade Tuesday. I felt real good about that trade. And everybody in the markets was talking about going down. And I'm watching Palantir. I'm like, yo, man, Palantir's got a lot of volume. It's got a lot of strength. And I was, like, looking for these pullbacks. And we never got it. And that's okay. You know, I took my profits. And I said, if we get a pullback, I would like to buy some more. I would like to buy more. And here you go. That's why. You got some really nice news here. The chart told you. Yesterday, when we rallied above and pulled right into that 50-day, this right here is a buy trigger. Right there. That's a buy. That's a buy trigger. Like a mug. As time goes on, you'll be able to see those type of things. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it grooving. You know, I wish. Please. Okay. Cool. I got worried there for a minute. All right. Let's keep going. I got to come up with my stuff. So Coinbase. We said. Coinbase. We said. Wait, let me make sure I did something.
The focus now is going to be getting on growth and just pushing on the growth, particularly when it comes to DTC.
Yeah, I mean the key is the margins. How do you know, can you ever get close to what Netflix has? Well, they're not saying they're going to be able to do that in the near term, but I think the longer term, the hope is it will be a growth business. Listen, the conversation that Bob and I have been having for years, of course, is
all right, Palantir is going too far, so I'm not even going to look at that. What else do we have? So what have we been watching? So Shopify, guys. I took my eye off of Shopify for just a few days. And look what happened. Look what happened to Shopify yesterday. We've been watching this thing. And this thing yesterday was down a lot. Look at that. 6% down. 6%. It's wild. Yesterday, the winner was AG. So look for a pullback on AG. And I would still look to get long. Here's what I would look for. On AG, I'm going to swing trade this. Alright? I'm looking for $7. $6.50. Alright, but I want to see if we can get through that $8 level. I do. I want to see if we can get through that $8 level. It'll probably start to bounce here soon. It'll pull back a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah. 720, 730. We'll see. All right. So we have. Let's go real quick. Let's cover. Fuck. No. All right. Activity and some funds comments. AXT mentioned cautiously J Capital Research. Tesla begins production of right-hand drive cars. Let's go look at Tesla. This is all Bitcoin related, right? Yeah, Bitcoin and the dollar. All right.
That's not bad. I do think that there's just this big dispute about when Nelson joins the board, how does a company do versus when Nelson has a position in it, when trying to position it, and there's also just
They're all down.
overall.
That's so funny.
Should we be looking at companies like this? Was the guest who was talking against Sonnenfeld was saying, listen, you can't compare the S&P anywhere. I think the S&P is a worthy benchmark.
CGen,
Carl, I think
Solar Edge.
what happened with Nelson. I actually come back
Watch those names too. Keep an eye on those names, guys. And Reddit. We gotta watch Reddit. Resident institutional means talk.
Companies don't do that. Don't say, like, you know what? We've been bad. Let's be good. That's not the way it works in corporate America.
Of course, David and Iger just a few minutes away. We look forward
It's
to
going to be unbelievable.
That's going to be huge.
And I tell you, I think, and not just because David's got the exact same shirt, got alpha combination, but I think David is going to be surprised at the highest.
Let's see.
Now, I don't know whether he'll go back and say that Peltz and he used to be friends and it's
Time is it's 9:09. All right.
bread will be broken.
No, I don't believe any bread will be broken. But maybe nothing else will be broken either, so I guess
That's true. That's true. And we did try to get David, Steamboat Willie. Apparently it's not public domain, it's just domain, whatever that means. Master domain, I don't know, it's like Seinfeld.
Disney's protecting their IP.
whatever that was. Right?
Win Reddit Coinbase.
This morning. Interesting picture. Last 48 hours, Jim. There was the ISM services number, prices paid, lowest since 2020, and then Powell.
Let's look at Square.
Did the market take comfort in sort of the same refrain?
Yes. I mean, I think that there's this kind of, we got to get rid of the gas bags. I didn't mean that.
That sucks. It's right at resistance too. And I started to watch Square. That's a shame because I started to watch it and it just could not. You could see here, this was a huge level, guys. Huge level.
Someone from Philadelphia has to say something, and so does someone at St. Louis. But there is one guy, and the only guy we should be listening to, and the other guys are just noise.
Right there.
Are noise, Carl.
Do you think
That level right there, it's at $79.90, $80. That monthly value area high. You just bounced into it yesterday. What I would look for is where are we at right now? 77.34 without looking at the
Who takes counsel of himself? One of the reasons why he's
without looking at it.
he's got rhythm. He doesn't
I would look for a bounce into like yesterday's close. Tuesday, yeah, Wednesday's close. I would look for this area right there, actually. Yesterday's low. I would look for that area right there. See if we can't make this level right here resistance. See if you can't make this area 78 resistance. Man, I don't know though, bro. Square's already beaten up. Square's just beaten up daily. Like, I don't know what they have against this thing. I really don't. I think it's got to bounce. I do. I think it bounces.
The only thing that was really up were the companies that benefited from the fact that Taiwan Semi was offline.
So let's see if it can bounce. And I'm talking long-term bounce, man. They might be playing people on this one. So they might be playing people on this one, guys. Benchmark raises block. Price target to 99 from 89. See, there you go. Benchmark raises block. Morgan Stanley downgrades block to underweight from equal weight. Cuts price target to 60 from 62. That's wild. That's wild. Benchmark maintains a buy. So again, I say this all the time, that you guys want to watch for upgrades and downgrades because there are upgrades and downgrades for every single stock every day. If you hear people saying, well, there was an upgrade today. Okay, well, from who? Was it from JP Morgan or was it from Hoobla? Fucking nobody knows. Okay, but there are always upgrades and downgrades for each stock, roughly just about every day. I would look for this thing to bounce back to 81, guys. This thing's just done. Let it rally. See if it pulls back off of that double bottom here on Square at 78. Pulls back, and then I would look for pre-market highs to hold. All right, that's what I would look for. Like, it may start doing it now. It'll probably start getting ready to pull back now. All right, start to pull back to like maybe like $77. Look for a 77 long and see if you can't take this thing up to like 79, 78.50, 78, 75 area. You know, I haven't traded Square in a long time, so I'll keep it on watch. But that's what I would do for this, even though there's talks of Morgan Stanley downgrading it and stuff. I still think you need to test 81. Maybe go 2-3 weeks out. Look for an 81 call or an 80 call. If you guys don't know, Palantir, guys, we were long Palantir, and guess what? It's at 24. You're $1 in the money, and you still have 2 days to go, and we got those calls for 15 cents. By the end of the day, this was us here on that pullback right there. We got long. I was looking for another pullback here to take some profit. I took some profit here and then get that pullback, and I was hoping to add more. It never gave us the pullback. All right, I was really bullish this because of the volume. It's been a good week. It's been a good week. I don't think people really know what it is that we're doing over here. The market was screaming to the downside, and you know, this thing stuck out between the volume. There's a few reasons why I went long, and look at it now. And here was your buy trigger yesterday afternoon, right there on that bounce to the 50-day, but really right there. That right there at 8 o'clock, 7:30. That right there is a beaut. And they knew it. Look at them getting in it. Like, oh shit. You just recovered the 50-day and you just hugged it. Bang. That right there. If you ever see this setup again, these are setups that I say, print it out and put it on your wall like a fucking poster and don't forget about it. This right here, this 2-3 day action will make you money. This setup right here will make you money. Anytime you see this is a 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart. It doesn't matter the time frame. You see this again, I'm telling you guys right now. You go, bang. And I noticed it yesterday afternoon. I seen it and I'm like, shit. We could start to get a nice rally off Palantir. I said it to myself. That, you know, that's a really nice setup. All right, you'll see. I'm mentioning this to you right now. See if you don't see it again in the future. See if you don't see it again in the future. Okay, so let's keep it moving. All right. So Microsoft, I gave you guys that. So Coinbase, we went through that. Microsoft again. I think we can buy the pullback. All right. I want to reiterate, we need this pullback. And what I would like to do is see if we could take Microsoft. You might want to look at next week options. Look for the pullback. 423. Look for yesterday's high. Yesterday's high to be a buyer. All right. Pull back here to, what is that, 423 on Microsoft. It should pull back off of the bell. 423 long, question mark. All right, where's the target? I'm looking for 426. So it's only a $3-4 move, but looking for a 426 and then a rejection at 426. I think you're going to get your lower high up here. You know, pull it back, get that bounce off yesterday's high. All right, get above it, pull back, get that bounce. We're fading. We're fading. Okay, and then something like that. And then maybe it sits up here. Right, maybe sit up here and then you try for the all-time high. I don't think you'll get through it just yet. I think Microsoft really isn't a trade right now, but if you do want to trade it, you know, I want to stay where the news is. I want to stay where liquidity is at. Like, look at Palantir, man. And that news has to do with Oracle as well, so there could be a sympathy play with Oracle. All right, that's that Microsoft pullbacks into 423 long to 426 target. Tesla, let's go back to Tesla. We said we want to look for a pullback as well on Tesla. I don't know if we'll get it, man. I don't know if we'll get a pullback like I'm hoping. So what I'm gonna look for on Tesla is the doesn't look like we'll get it. Tesla. Okay. All right. Pullbacks to the dotted line. I still gotta say that. I'm still looking for a pullback. You know, once. We gotta find a viable dip. Okay, we gotta find a viable dip for Tesla. Oh my God. Sorry. Like, I'm not sure where that is. Like, yes, I still think yesterday's high. We still got to look for 169, 168.50 for the long. Look for the pullback. But now that we got above this level, this is a pretty key level here. I will not buy it unless it pulls back. It's got to pull back. Or sit here for a while and not move. All right, one of the two. Okay, one of the two. I just think it needs to pull back. And I think it will. You may get, listen, if Tesla pops off the open, then I'm going to look for 172.41, 172, like that 172 area here. Yeah, 172. 172, 171.85. Yeah, 172. And that 20-day moving average, maybe that's if you get a quick pop off the open, we look for the 20-day moving average to be our resistance, which would be this green box, and I'll have to move it once we get there. But you got to think, see, it's pulling back now. Let's go. It's going to do it now. You got to think, where's the viable dip at, though? 169.50. All right, 169.50. Me personally, I would like 169, 168.75. I don't want to retrace the whole move, but can I get a 169.23? You know, I need to figure out where I'm going to buy this thing at. I'll figure it out. It'll be roughly somewhere around yesterday's high, guys. Let me write down Tesla. Palantir, I'm not going to play. And, if you guys were here yesterday, I went long the Qs and then I decided to take it off, man. I told you guys I thought we could come in with a gap up. I told you I thought we could come in with a gap up. Everybody thinks we got to sell off. I think we're going to go back to the top end of the range for the Qs and the SPY. At least that's my opinion. Now the Dow's hurting. The Dow's down on its luck right now. So watch pre-market lows, 169.50 on Tesla. I think I'm going to take my time. Man, I need to find a setup. I got to hurry up. I got to find something, guys. And then we're going to look for this level here. Man, I don't want to have a bunch of lines on my charts. 169. I think 169 should be our level. I do. I think 169 is a good area. All right, and look, where's the target at? The target's going to be up here. It's going to be higher. It's going to be up here at like 175. I thought I wrote all this stuff down already because I thought I already went over Tesla. All right, we're going to be in the 20-day moving average. We have the gap fill, which takes us up to 175. Yeah, I thought it was 175. Thought it was 175. 175, 175, 175, 175, 175. That would be above the 20-day moving average too, though. It sucks, bro.
Rockstar is just how Doug feels when he uses Workday. Thanks, Rory.
Yeah, 175. I'd look for a 175. It's got to pull back, though. We need a pullback. Tesla needs a pullback.
There's time to spend with family, time to enjoy with friends. There's always time to listen or lend a helping hand. Here, we have all the time in the world, but no time to waste.
Our pharmacy has been in business for nearly 100 years. My wife and I have run it for the last 30. American technology is making...
So watch prior day's close. Watch 168.50. Again, the target for me is going to be the target for me is going to be Monday's close. All right, that gap down that we had, which would be up here at like 175, 174, 175. What's up, Chris? Let's have a good day today. Let's have a good day today, man. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm forgetting something that I've been watching. It's like Tesla hasn't been moving, though. It sucks, man. So I will say this, guys. If Tesla does rip off the open, I would look for a pullback. What time is it? It's 9:25. Let me quickly go over some of the semiconductors like AMD, which AMD is already at resistance. I thought I already went over that. Everything looks really good. It didn't feel like this in the beginning of the week. In the beginning of the week, every setup looked like shit. And it felt like Tuesday to Friday or Thursday to Friday is gonna be good. Man, Palantir's up, QQQ, Chris. So I went long to so off the pullback yesterday, guys, I was long UVXY. I got paid on that. And then at the end of the day, I told you guys, I said, look, the UVXY is only, I'm looking to be able to, I put it on at the top yesterday. We pulled back, I took profits, and I said I wanted to add and keep a small piece on to bring into today. But on the pullback on the Qs, I want to get long. I got long. I think I got paid. I scalped it. We got the pullback at the end of the day, and then to get long, and then I took it off at the end of the day. I said, you know what? I don't want to be in anything coming into the day. And what happened? I told you guys yesterday that I thought we could come in with a nice gap up. We're coming in with a nice gap up. I still think we're going to the top of the range on the Qs. Verbatim, everything. You know, I'm not. You know, that doesn't mean that has to happen. But it. You know, this is how I like to trade. It doesn't matter what the markets do. I know I'll be able to at least manage my risk, and two, I should be able to make money. I should have kept that long on yesterday. I should have kept it on. Guys, those QQQ calls for 40, they were 445s for today. I paid 60. Yeah, I paid 47 cents. So 46 to 50, depending on your broker. They're in the money. They're $1.30 in the money right now. And you still have the rest of the day. So I'm gonna look for a pullback up here. You should get some profit taking. I told you guys, literally the end of the day. If you guys watch the video from yesterday. Yesterday I said I'm pretty confident that we're coming in with a gap up tomorrow, as in today. Meant to go to the daily chart. Sorry. All right, so we'll look for the top of this range. We'll see if the Qs can take us out to new highs. I think we'll get a pullback once we get to the highs. I think we'll pull it back just a little bit, and then we'll try to find some support, you know, going into like next week, the beginning of next week. See if we can take it out to a new high, and then does that attempt to a new high get taken back, or does it not?
Is back. Right now, you'll save 50% site-wide on America's best steaks.
Google, why is it going down?
So much more. All backed by our
Is there news?
guarantee that you'll love
Oh,
every bite. And for a limited time, when you go to omahasteaks.com,
it's not even down. It's flat, bro. Well, it's down a little bit.
omahasteaks.com/TV today and save
Let's see here. I gotta be honest, Chris. I'm sorry, buddy. This wedge looks like the longer term trend is to the downside. Look at that wedge. Look at that wedge there. You know, wedges are reversal patterns. So you could either draw it like this, but I like that one better. Let's see here. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Fuck. I meant to go to an hourly chart. Sorry. You could get a pop off the open. You could get a pop off the open and a breakout. You could. You could get a pop off the open. Why? Are you long Google? If you're long Google, I would let it pull back to like me personally, I feel like that is a nice little support there. See if you get a bounce right here off the open and it tries to break out. And if you are long, I would take, you know, let it ride for a little bit, maybe till lunchtime. I think you get a pop on Google here. I think Google pops. All right, I don't have a plan. I guess I'm looking at Coinbase and Tesla. All right, fuck. Come on, man. Come on, bro. All right, so we said pullbacks on Coinbase. Good luck today, guys. I'll let you guys know what I do. Coinbase, Tesla. Okay. All right, let's do it, guys. There's the look already. They're already pulling it back on Coinbase. Fuck. I knew it. I knew I had to be quicker than that. All right, I want to try to take a. Again, I don't know how big of news this is or not. I don't know.
You've gotten some cover here, which is good. The cover is indeed the buy tech. I do want to point out that the best quarter, we don't have a lot of earnings, but Michelle Goss and Levi.
Okay, 265. Come on, man. Man, they're still so expensive, bro. That's insane. That's so insane, bro. That's so insane. Tesla. There's no way. I'm not paying $3-4 for a $4 or $5 move. Not doing it. Not when we have 2 days left. Think about what it is you guys are doing. There's Tesla pullback. I told you guys. Look for the pullback on Tesla. Look for the pullback. What did Google do? Did it pop? Nope. Pulled back. I expected it to pull back a little bit more, though, too, though. Like, you should find support at 154. Google should find support at 154. Again, you'll have to look to see if there's upgrades or downgrades. I don't know. There may be something I don't know, that whether it's the news or whatever. So there goes Microsoft. All right. Go back to Coinbase and Tesla. Let's go to Tesla. Fuck, man. Look, guys, they're $200. We got these yesterday for 45 cents, and they're $2. So why it's important to be here in the mornings and afternoons. All right? I said it. I was pretty certain, and I felt really confident about coming in today with the gap up. And there you go. And my little bitch ass couldn't hold it. I mean, I don't know if the mic was on there or not, but there you go. So there we are. $2. They were $2. I do want to look for a pullback, though. I do want to see if we can get a pullback. I don't think we have any more data today. So if the Qs do get up to like 448, 447.50, 447.25, then I would look for a pullback. I mean, I would like a pullback. 445. That's crazy though, man. It's not crazy at all, actually. It's just analysis. What's going on with banks? Why would you watch them today? I'm just wondering. Square, we said we could. Oh, it's getting hammered. Hammered. Bro, look at that volume on Square. And look, that's exactly what it did. What did we say? I said it could bounce to 80, and it quickly did it. That's insane, bro. Wow. Holy shit. Holy cow. I'm torn on this thing. I still think it could bounce. If Square gets down to like 76, I may buy it. I may try for a long.